Hi, I'm Dr. Bern Oiley, but you can call me the science guy. Come inside my office for a moment. As you can see, this is an equation of my own invention. I was originally going to call it the Bern-Oiley principle, but to add the necessary Swiss flair, I've called it the Bernoulli principle. Now, since we have not the time to go over this complex equation, I've asked Ms. Stevens to give you a demonstration during your lunch break. Now, for a simple example of how this works, turn your attention to this cross-section of a Venturi tube. The arrows here that represent the fluid molecules. Now, fluid can mean either gas or liquid. As the molecules travel through and enter this narrow throat, they pick up speed. And the interesting thing about this is it creates areas of low pressure here and here. Now, to give you a working demonstration of this, note this regular piece of paper. If I hold it like this, many of you will notice that it looks like an airfoil. Now, based on my principle, which way do you think it would move if I were to blow over the top of it? Now, many of you will have noticed that when I blew over it, it lifted up. Many of you may also be wondering why that happened. Now, the reason is the air molecules traveling over the top were moving faster than those traveling over the bottom, which created an area of low pressure. And since fluids always like to move from areas of low pressure from areas of high pressure to low pressure, it lifted up the sheet of paper. Now, a more practical demonstration. Note this model of an aircraft. Note the wing. The wing is an airfoil. Now, when it's on the runway and picking up speed, the air molecules traveling over the top move faster than those traveling under the bottom. This creates an area of low pressure up here and an area of high pressure down here, which then lifts the aircraft into the sky. Now, for you baseball fans out there, turn your attention to this diagram of a spinning baseball. Note the direction of the throw. Now, as the ball is spinning through the air, the increased speed of the air molecules here creates an area of low pressure, which curves the path of the baseball. Now, if you were to spin it sideways as you threw it, it would create a curveball. Now, enough of this silly board work. If you will follow me outside, I will give you a demonstration of how this can be applied to flight. See you at the field. Hi, it's me, Bern Oiley again. I see you made it safely to the flying field. Now, if you'll take a look at this helicopter I have here, and focus specifically on the rotor blade's cross-section, you'll quickly notice that it shares the same shape as an airplane's wing. This is so when it spins, it still produces lift. Now, this lift can be harnessed to change directions by varying the pitch or angle of the blades, like that. Now, also notice that the tail rotor has a similar cross-section, and this is to ensure that when the blades are not spinning, that torque does not grab onto the entire thing and spin it all like a top. Wouldn't that be a way to ride? Let's start this puppy up and get a real-life demonstration of Bernoulli's principle. Now. Wow, I'm doing a barrel roll. Oh, that was so close. Wow, woo. Oh my goodness, I'm going inverted. Holy cow, I never knew I could do this. Oh, that was really close. Can you believe this? Oh, that was extremely close. Barrel roll. Woo. Inverted. This is unbelievable. Are you what? Are you recording this? Glad to see you made it to my test track. Now, as you can see, this is one of the finer cars in my collection. It's an '89 Porsche C4. But what I really want to show you is how Bernoulli's principle can help this too. Now, turn your attention to the back of this car, and you'll see that there's a spoiler. Now, what I'm going to do is manually raise it so I can fully explain to you how it works. Now, as you can see, it kind of looks like an airfoil in reverse. Now, that's exactly what it's supposed to do. Instead of creating a low-pressure area over the top, it creates one on the bottom so that the back of the car stays firmly on the ground when you're zipping around corners at 140 clicks. Now, I'm going to put it back in the automatic mode so I can fully demonstrate this. Now, let's get this puppy started and take her out for a spin on the test track. Well, that was a good run. So, as you can now see, the Bernoulli principle not only helps airplanes and helicopters, but it also benefits sports cars like these so that they can hug the ground while going at the most outrageous of speeds. Now, remember, fluids moving at higher speeds create areas of lower pressure, and fluids moving at slower speeds create areas of higher pressure. So, it's such a nice day out today. I think I'm going to get one of my other high-performance vehicles out of the stable. See you next time on Burned Oily, the Science Guy. Bye.